Since the 1980s, one face has probably been more synonymous with gaming than any other. Oh, sorry. Ignore that. My bad. Okay, yep, there it is. That is the face of Mario. You'll be hard-pressed to find any gamer that doesn't have a significant Mario memory or memories from at some point in their life. In recent years, one particular day on the calendar has been designated as a day to honor Mario and his legacy, and that day is March 10th. Last year, we here at the Salsa Shack had a blast celebrating Mario in our own way, and it's just about time to do it all again. The NES Mario Decathlon is a live race of 10 goals in 10 different Mario games completed consecutively that honor the origins of Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last year we had 8 racers competing for the championship that was ultimately won by Arn Pauly. And this year, we'd like to do it even bigger and even better than before. The NES Mario Decathlon will once again take place on the evening of March 10th. The exact time is still to be determined, as we want input from potential racers to make sure that we can be as inclusive as possible with the time chosen. For 2022, the event is moving to the official Salsa Shack Twitch channel over at twitch.tv/thesalsashack. Be on the lookout for a new text channel to be added to the Salsa Shack Discord for updates and discussion surrounding the event. Now, let's dig a little bit deeper into the games and goals of the NES Mario Decathlon. If you participated in the event last year, you're in luck. The games and the goals are going to be exactly the same as they were last year, with no changes. So you can shoot for a PB to better last year's run, or try to enact revenge on one of the runners who beat your time last year. If you're new to the event, whether you were just a spectator last year or didn't even know that the event took place, you're in luck as well, because these goals are meant to be extremely accessible and attainable so that you're able to jump in and participate on a level playing field with everybody else. So without further ado, let's take a deeper dive into the games and goals for NES Mario Decathlon 2022. The Decathlon begins with the NES version of Mario's first ever video game appearance, Donkey Kong. In this game, you're going to clear one loop of the game, which is 3 stages culminating here in the rivet level. Once you've removed all of the rivets from the stage, Donkey Kong will fall, allowing you to rescue Pauline, and you will then move on to game number 2. Game number 2 being the direct sequel, Donkey Kong Jr. In this game, Mario takes a turn as the antagonist, and you play as Donkey Kong Jr. trying to rescue his father after the events of the first game. You also clear one loop of Donkey Kong Jr. here in the key level. Once you've gotten all the keys up to the top of the screen, Donkey Kong will fall once again, but this time in the arms of his son, which will end this particular part of the Decathlon. For Game 3, we'll move on to Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers is another title that originated in the arcades, and this is the game that first introduced Mario's brother, Luigi. Now, in terms of the NES Mario Decathlon, you're going to clear Phase 7 of the game. Phase 7 has you take on 2 different types of enemies simultaneously. Now, the first are the fighter flies, which you saw there a moment ago. There are also the sidesteppers, which are the crab enemies that you can see take 2 hits to flip over. The issue with the fighter flies is that they are jumping up and down, and they are only vulnerable when their feet are touching the ground. So you can see some basic cleanup there, and once the final enemy is taken off the screen, you move on to Pinball. Now, there's some serious potential for this to be the shortest goal of the decathlon. The goal for Pinball is to find Mario. You have to access the Mario-themed bonus level, which in this case you do by accessing the hole pictured in the top right corner of the screen there. Now, there is a manipulation that you may be able to pull off involving when you plunge the ball into the playing field. It's actually possible to clear this goal in under 10 seconds if you're able to get that manipulation. But if you're playing a little bit more traditionally, you can see you're able to just hit the ball into the hole. You find Mario and move on to golf. Now, this has some potential to be the longest goal of the decathlon. For golf, you're just going to clear hole 18. There's absolutely no club restrictions. You are not required to get under a certain score. It doesn't matter if you shoot under par or 70 strokes over par. Absolutely no specific criteria other than complete hole 18. It may take some time to get acclimated to the clubs and the distances that their shots travel, but this is an extremely low-risk run because almost every swing of the club gets you closer and closer to the goal of completing the course. Moving on to game number 6, it's Wrecking Crew. The object of Wrecking Crew is to destroy every destructible object in the game. We're going to play up to Phase 8, and in Phase 8, it's ladders that you'll need to destroy. And this is one possible strategy, going up to the top of the stage and just going down the line, eliminating them as you go. In every stage, once you have eliminated every destructible object, walls, pillars, ladders, etc., you move on to the next one. Like I said, it's 8 phases. This is one of the very few games where you control Mario and he does not have the ability to jump. You want to be mindful of that when playing through the stages because you don't want to do something like destroy a ladder that you'll need later to climb. For game number 7, it's Super Mario Brothers. I think everybody knows this one. Everybody's probably played this game at some point. Super Mario Brothers is going to have a goal of clearing World 2 without using any warps. So that will finish up on World 2-4. Pin down that B button, head to the right, eliminating as many hazards as you can. Check out that coin count. Nice. When you get to the end of the stage, you have to take on Bowser. You can use the axe to drop him into the lava and move on to Super Mario Bros. 2. Very similar to the predecessor, we're also going to be playing Super Mario Bros. 2 into World 2 without using warps and finishing World 2. World 2 ends with the boss battle against Tri-Clyde. So you use these mushroom blocks, and 3 hits will do it. Dodge the fireballs. Grab the mushroom blocks. No restrictions on character for Super Mario Bros. 2, so you can use any of the 4 playable characters in any combination that you wish. After you've defeated the boss, you'll enter the door and move right on to Super Mario Bros. 3, one of the best-selling and most famous video games ever. And to probably no one's surprise, we're going to be clearing World 2 in Super Mario Bros. 3 without using warps. World 2 finishes up with the airship, which you'll want to navigate And be careful not to die on the airship stage, because it will then require you to run around the world map and try to track the airship down to have another attempt. It's auto-scrolling, so you'll want to just focus on dodging hazards. Everyone is, for the most part, going to play through this stage at the same time. So you can probably execute a little more caution here, when you get to the auto-scroller. And the goal ends with the fight against Morton Koopa Jr. Similar to Tri-Clyde in the previous game, 3 hits will do it. Grab the magic wand, and we are almost finished with the NES Mario Decathlon. We end with Dr. Mario, and for Dr. Mario, you are going to skip straight to level 10, pick any speed you want, and you are going to clear level 10. In Dr. Mario, you eliminate viruses from the screen by creating vertical or horizontal rows of 4, all of the same color. As you can see, we're stacking up different colors to try to eliminate the red and yellow viruses that are remaining. You're able to drop half pills and create combos like pictured here. Once all the viruses have been eliminated from the screen, you see the stage clear message, and you're finished with the NES Mario Decathlon. To review, here is one final look at the games and goals. Like I said, be sure to keep an eye out on the Salsa Shack Discord for a text channel that will give you more detailed information about the rules, as well as ongoing updates and discussion surrounding the event. Otherwise, we hope to see you on Thursday, March 10th, either as a competitor or as a spectator for NES Mario Decathlon 2022. I'm Captain Caveman 910, asking you to keep it spicy.